Hey, this is George G. Welcome to George G's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there today? Hope you have a nice weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend here in the States, so happy Memorial Day to everyone. Hope you're enjoying a long weekend and having fun with the family, friends, and stuff. And you know, the whole point of Memorial Day is for all the people, all the men and women that sacrifice themselves for our country here. So hats off to them. You know, it's an honor to be living in this country with such great men and women who are still fighting for our freedoms here and all that. So I want to say thanks to them, and I hope you all have a nice weekend too. So today's video is something I thought of before, and I was going to do a video on this because I was going to do another video today, but I'm not going to do it next week because I saw a video from Steve from S&T Young, and he did a video on 10 albums that he doesn't really show or talk about much. So I kind of had an idea of doing something like that, but it was a little different. It's kind of a response to his video. Mine is like 10 albums that aren't talked about enough, that you know they don't get enough talking in the whole BC and stuff. Maybe some do. I'm not saying they don't, but not enough. You talk about sort of albums by these bands, because I have some regular classic bands and from different genres I have here from 10 albums that aren't talked about as much as they should be, because there are always other albums that overshadow them. So I'm doing that. So it's kind of like a response to S&T Young. I got a link response to his, a link to his channel in there. Everyone should know him. Steve's a great guy. So let me just clean my glasses up a bit here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So the first one I'm going to do is the only one on the list here that's a southern rock band, with the heavier one, and this is from 1991. The 1991, the 9th album from this band, and it's Blackfoot with Medicine Man. Now Blackfoot was around since the 70s, put out pretty good just hard rock stuff. Their Tomcat album and Marauder, which had Train. Train was on Strikes, and those were pretty famous ones. And they got a little bit lighter with their sound, and he put out a couple one that was really this Ricky Medlock and Ricky Medlock, who's the main songwriter, who's now Lynyrd Skynyrd, did most of the he did an album called Ricky Medlock and Blackfoot, which is just an awful poppy crappy album. But in this one he just revamped the band and put out a really good hard rocking album. Songs like Doing My Job, The Stealer, it's a great instrumental, Navarone, which is a great acoustic guitar intro. Running is great. Guitar Slinger's Song and Dance. I don't see much people talk about this album too much. It's a really good one from Blackfoot. They really regained their hard rock roots back with this one. So the first one on my list. It's a really good album. I love Blackfoot, so there you go. Here's one and I'm from the legendary band. I got a couple of legendary bands on this list here, and this is the band's 8th album from '85, and it is when the band kind of broke up. Two band members left, the main ones, and they came back with this album. And this is before they got massive again with the next album after. But this one I think is underrated and underappreciated. It's Aerosmith, Done with Mirrors. This is a really, really good hard rock album. I mean, they got Permanent Vacation was one after this. One before this was Rockin' a Hard Place. But after this one, after Permanent Vacation, they went off to Stratosphere, got their whole pop rock kind of stuff. Their later stuff I'm not a big fan of, but it's still Aerosmith, and I still did stuff up to this point, and other things after that. But this one here, no one talks about as much. This one has Let the Music Do the Talking, which is a Joe Perry song, was on his first solo album, and they redid the lyrics. I think it's a fine version. I think it's a fine album. My Fist Your Face is a really good song. Shame on You, another one. Reason a Dog. Darkness is a really moody kind of track. Good stuff from Aerosmith. If you don't know this album, give it a shot. If you're like, oh, Aerosmith just sold out and all, but this is before they sold out, and I think it's a really good rockin' album. So there you go. Done with Mirrors. Now here's the only one, the third one here on the list. It's the only one. It's the next three are basically the hard hair metal, glam metal kind of bands. And this is the only one that maybe isn't very famous, the band, except for the one album. Their first album is pretty well known, and I've seen it on the BC a lot. But this one I never talk about. This is their third album from 1993, and the band is Vane, with Davey Vane, who is right here, who most of you would probably know. He produced the first two Death Angel albums, which is pretty ironically considering the music that's on here. It's not that it's bad. It's very sleazy, hard rock 80s Sunset Strip kind of rock. But he's a very talented guy. It's a good album. Breakdown is a really good song. Whisper is excellent. Ivy's Dreams, Hit and Run, and Ticket Out of Here. Excellent tracks on here. Again, this is in, like I said, 93, so all the hair thing was already over, but this album is really, really quite good. So if you only know like their first album, which is No Respect, this one's really good too. So check it out. So Vain. The rest of the bands you should know. This one here the next one is from 2009. It's their 5th album. The band always gets made fun of because of thanks to Beavis and Butthead, but this is the 5th album, and it's Winger, Karma, and it's a really good one. It's got pretty much original band here, Red Beach and Kip Winger and the gang here. This one's really good though. I really enjoyed this one. It's a little heavier, but I like heavy. But for Winger, it's pretty good. It's pretty heavy, pretty good stuff. Deal with the Devil's opening track. Stone Cold Killer is great, and Come a Little Closer, another good one. And Feeding Frenzy, really good stuff. So Winger, don't sleep on Winger. They really guard their new albums. I just bought that one. It was pretty good too. But this one's really good. I like the Karma album a lot. So check out Winger. Don't just make fun of them because Lars threw darts at his picture, but it's really good. So Winger's good album. Another one doesn't get talked about, I don't think, enough. Next one is another legendary hair metal band. What do you want to call it? Sleaze metal? LA Strip, the Kings of Strip at the time in the 80s. And this is their let me see it here, 8th album from 2000. One member of original was not on this album, and they did reunite with them with the original band again, and then they went back and he left. The drummer left, and they're talking Motley Crue's New Tattoo. Now, if you listen to Generation Swan, which is it's not a good album. It's got some decent tracks on it, but it's really not a good Motley Crue album. This sounds like Motley Crue. Maybe that reinventing the wheel with this one, but it's really got some great songs. Helen on High Heels is really good. By the way, the late Randy Castillo was the drummer for this one, which you probably know already. But again, Helen on High Heels, one of my favorite Motley Crue songs ever. It's an excellent song. Treat Me Like a Dog I Am is great. New Tattoo is a nice little ballady track. Drag Strip Superstar, another good one. Punched in the Teeth by Love is a great song. Really good. And Hollywood Ending is another good little kind of ballady song. Great stuff, though. Really good. This is another one. Don't sleep on this one, too. This is a good one. Motley Crue, New Tattoo. One not talked about enough, because you got to talk about their first 3 or 4 albums they always talk about. Or 5 albums, actually. That's their classic. But this is a really good one. It's maybe not classic, but it's a really good one. So definitely recommend it. Okay. Next one here is this band. Another legendary band. This is their 10th album from 1988, and after that, they're really, really good. They have a lot of stuff in the 70s. They had really good stuff in the 70s. Breakthrough album, and then a really breakthrough album, and was in the year before this one, or the album before this one. But I think this one doesn't get enough respect. And it's Scorpions, Savage Amusement. This is a really good album. It's not much different than Love at First Sting. So I got an itchy nose. Don't Stop at the top. It's really good. Rhythm of Love was the first single I think they released from this. Really good stuff. Passion Rules the Game. Always like that song. Media Overkill. Another great song. My favorite song on here is the whippy one, Believe in Love, which is the last song on here. I love that song. I think it's a really good Scorpion song. It's what they were doing good with their ballads, but this one's good. Cloud sounds great. The album really isn't bad. It's got a lot of good stuff. We Let It Rock, We Let It Roll is pretty heavy. Walk on the Edge. It's got some really good stuff on this one, so I think people just give it another chance. It's a good one. Scorpion, Savage Music, good stuff there. Okay, now next is another legendary band, and how to put this on it. This is their 12th album from 1995. I think this is a fantastic, not talked about enough. Motorhead, Sacrifice. It is great. It's just, I think the last album with Wurzel, who sadly passed away, and of course we know Lemmy passed away. But this one has Mickey D and Phil Taylor. Phil Campbell. Sorry, getting my stuff fixed up here. But anyway, as far as the album goes, really good. Sacrifice is awesome, freaking awesome Motorhead song. Sex and Death, Over My Shoulder, another great one. War for War. Dog-Faced Boy, All Gone to Hell. Make 'Em Blind is awesome. Got a nice little drum in there. Really cool stuff with that one. Another great Motorhead album. Like I said, they have a little hit and miss to some of them. Some are really good. They always have good tracks on the Motorhead albums. So this one is really good. I love from start to finish. I think it's a great, underappreciated Motorhead album, Sacrifice. So that's on my list here. Okay, the next two are basically thrash / speed metal. And everyone talks about their first 3 albums from this band. And this is... they have changed their sound with like their first album. This album is with their 6th album. So their first basically 4 albums were pretty much in the same vein. Dropped off with their 5th album, and then they went back to basics with this one, and that is Exciter, with Kill After Kill. Dan Beehler's back singing because he didn't sing on the previous one, which is just called Exciter. Excuse me. This is a great album. The production is a little thin, very thin actually, but I still enjoy it anyway. Reign of Terror is an excellent song. No Life, No Future, another really good one. Cold Blooded Murder, like screaming in that one. And Dog Eat Dog, Anger, Hate, and Destruction. Really good Exciter album. Really enjoy this one. It's really, again, that's another production values of maybe the other ones are as good production, but it's a really good album. So Exciter, Kill After Kill, another one not talked about enough. This one again is from another thrash band. This is their 4th album. They changed a little bit longer songs than this one. And this is from 1987, and it's Custom Killing by Razor. And this one's got one little goofy intro on one of the songs, but it's really good. The songs are a little longer. It's got the classic original, about the original line of from singers, and with Stacy Sheepdog and what's his name? What do you call it? Dave Carlo, of course, is guitar player on this one. Really good stuff though. No, Stacy's they messed up on the this is like a bootleg. They kind of messed up the order of the band, but you know what I'm talking about. But Survival of the Fittest, Shootout, Forced Annihilation, Going Under, Russian Ballet. Good stuff. Longer songs, but a little more intricate, but they went back to where their usual thrash up for the next album. I really enjoy this album. I don't think it's underappreciated. So Custom Killing, really good stuff. Yeah, it's really good. It's hard to find this one too, but it's a good one. Like I said, mine's a bootleg, but still a good album. I don't care if it's bootleg or not. And my final one for this is the 5th album. This legendary artist, singer, then many bands, a couple bands before this, pretty famous. And this is from 1990. Not talked about enough, and I think it's a really good album. Only album with one certain young guitar player at the time. And Dio with Lock Up the Wolves. With this is the only one with Rowan Robinson, and it's got Simon Wright from AC/DC on this. I think it's a really good album. I don't know why it's underrated, but I think it's good. Love the album cover. I mean, Wild One is one of my favorite Dio songs. Born on the Sun is really good. Lock Up the Wolves, the title track, is an excellent song. Excellent, long, epic, great, evil on Queen Street. Walk on Water. Why Are They Watching Me? My Eyes is a beautiful song. It's a great stuff. It's an awesome album. I mean, it's really underrated. But Lock Up the Wolves, yeah, it's another one that's just people don't talk about enough. They you got to talk about Holy Diver and the Last in Line and Dream Evil, and Sacred Heart doesn't get too much love either. That's a good album too. But this is one not talked about enough. But so Lock Up the Wolves by Dio. That's my final of the 10 albums here. Kind of my little response to Steve from S&T Young, his video he did. I'm gonna place. I put it in the description. So that's it. So guys, hope you liked the video. I tried to do something a little bit different with this. I thought it was a cool idea. Steve had a nice idea with his. I thought it kind of copied it, but I kind of thought about doing something like this anyway. But anyway, that's it. Please let me tell me in the comments what you think, and I hope you appreciate this. And again, happy Memorial Day to all you guys. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and comment. Keep rocking metal alive. We'll see you next time, guys.